82's from all 51 here. We're getting ready to roll out the JXP 684, 670, whatever it was now. I can't remember, but I'll put it on there. Anyway, getting ready to roll it out here.
Hello there, Red Bibs Bill here. We're going to take it out of the shop for the first time today. Hopefully, it'll go through that door. I have no idea. We'll find out here in a little while. We may have to get something and it'll go out of there, but it may have to work out a little bit. I have to start the old backhoe up and pull it around a little bit and this, that, and the other to get it done. Since we've done this last, I made a couple little changes. That's my problem. If we don't go ahead and get the crops out of the field so I can get in plow, I don't know what I'll change next. I just have too much time to think. But anyway, I went from a solid piece here to a chain because this thing flexes and it wanted to push this out. And anyway, the way it's going to work now, this has got just a little bit of an arc in it. And when I push on it, the tendency it's going to push the plow around. The idea behind this thing is supposed to force this out, but there's a little bit of arc in here, and this chain keeps it from going. But when it's pulling ahead, you really don't need anything. That was going to experiment with that and see how that works right there. And I got it all greased up yesterday, got tires all aired up, and I added this on here a few weeks ago. I really don't want those weights on there because of the weight factor of the thing. And I said, well, I may need them. So anyway, I had this left over from when I built that my 8 bottom, and I said I'll put this on here, and when it's in the ground, it'll take the weight off, but I need the weight when it's up for counterbalance this way, and plus this weighs a little bit, and that'll help. I think that'll work okay. There's a lot of flex in this area right here, a bunch of flex. Anyway, I decided to beef it up a little bit. We had this gusset right in here. It did a tremendous amount, that right there. They went back over these wells, moved the hydraulic lines, and went back over the wells and actually added a little bit of a patch underneath here to help that. And you'll see the slag, and ain't got the slag off yet. Yeah. Sandblaster hits it, it'll come off of there. And that seems to, just picking it up here down here in the shop, it seems to help. What that's for right there, this piece right here, this is just, they support each other. When you're turning, this here is trying to go that way. Yeah. Support each other. When you push on that one, it's pulling on that one. When you're pulling on that one, it's pushing on this one. They just work together, and this is a tie to make. And underneath here is a piece of flat bar that connects both of these here on both sides, and it's just a tie to strengthen it up. It just doesn't put the pressure on one side or this side. It makes them work together. Yeah. And I really don't have anything else to tell you about the construction of the plow. That's about it. And I think I got my final design on this right here. I had a clevis in here, and anyway, it's stretched. You can't buy, well, everything is made now. Anyway, it just stretched and it didn't work right. Anyway, I made this linkage out of 2 pieces of flat bar, 3/8 flat bar, and I think that's gonna work good. Yeah. And of course, you remember that it has a tendency wanting to go up, and it's a strange thing. Right in here, you can pick this thing up here in the shop, and this will tighten up a little bit. But once everything gets up, I can take my own weight and put it on that side, and I can actually make this chain get loose. So it's not that not a big deal, but it's a deal you got to cover and stuff. And that's about all I got to cover on the plow right now.
So yeah, today we're going to see how it moves.
I'm just going to get it out here, and I have no idea what's going to happen. So it'll be a surprise to all of us. We'll see what works and what don't work. It'll be some of both, I imagine. This is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to get up there now and see if we can't get this thing out of the shop.
All right. Any last words?
I have no last words right now, but you hang in there. I'll have some words.
There he goes. squeeze here.
Hook the crane in here.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
Oh. We have, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, a big problem. We about knocked the gas tanks
Glad
over.
I stopped when I did. Let me back up a little bit.
Okay. All right. Let me get over here. Whoopsie. Inside that cab, it's hard to see with the sun glaring in you like that. That a little bit more to get it.
Man, that's unbelievable.
It's caught right on that. That there just about did it. I never thought that thing would have caught it like that, but
I was surprised you too. Man. Told you I'd have some words, but I'm not going to say it. We're going to try again. We're doing pretty good right now. So far, so good.
all right, I'm gonna help him watch out for this. This thing is woo.
We are out of the building. Well, I just thought about my crane being in the way. Then come on at it pretty good. I got to say that's why they called me the doctor. You know, I can operate. That did a lot better than I thought it was going to do. I mean, a lot better. Okay.
It's just too bad that man ain't got his beans out in the field yet, huh?
I ain't kidding you. The beans are gone. I wish, but he's a good guy. Not gonna bother him. He's a good farmer. All right, I'm just gonna take and try to drive around the yard a little bit. That's about all I can do now.
All right. a spread and a half right there. Definitely gonna take some coordination and watching where you turn when maneuvering this thing around.
It sure is tempting, but I better not.
Oh, come on.
I'd love to put it in the ground. But I got to say right now, the way it's handling, first time out of the shop, first time I use it,
Yeah.
it sure is handling great. I told you in the part 4 video how I made this hump higher.
Yeah.
If you notice when he had the things to go down, you notice how that helped with that.
Yeah.
The undulating of the land, rolling
Oh,
the
yeah.
land. That's worked really good. Really good. Well, I reckon we need to try to put it in the shop now. I don't know what let's say Farmall 51 wants it to ride around a little more.
Yeah.
Had to.
Yeah, let me get the drone. You want me to get the drone out?
All right.
All right, give me about 5 minutes and I'll have the drone ready.
How about it? chain here is taut right now.
Yeah.
But as far as it lets it move a little bit, and that helps. But what I'm getting at is I got to make these longer, I think. See if I can just take the chains off and let it turn just like the regular.
Yeah.
Like if it's behind the tractor, you know, just like it is up front, just let it turn in here. The only problem is this coulter right here. I think if I turn into my left, this is going to come out this way, and I think this will miss because it's going to be opening up the whole time. But my problem is going to be turning back to the right. I'm worried about it cramping up in here. I'm not sure yet. I could take that coulter and mount it up here. I may consider that. I'd rather have it connected to the plow that I'm plowing with. But
yeah.
That might not be too bad right there. Experiment with it. That's all you can do. And then if I mount this coulter up here, I don't have to have this sticking out here.
Yeah.
That's gone. And my daddy used to tell me about something. I asked him, what about this, Daddy? What about that? He said, we'll see. So we'll see.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Well, we probably ought to cut the motor off and call it quits for the day rather than put it back in the shop. Things have gone pretty good. We have one little problem there. All right, me and Farm 51 have been playing. Now we're gonna see if we can put it back in the shed. Let's see what happens.
This is going to be the real trick here, getting this thing back in here. It's got a pretty wide door, but this here's a, well, you can see. It's going to be something else to get back in there. And, oh, while I'm here, hey, Tim. Getting it lined up to snake it back through the shop here. It's going to be interesting to see. And once he gets it in here, he'll use the little crane to maneuver it around, because there's no backing that into a corner. That 2+2 throws a whole nother rail of fun into driving or maneuvering around. So I love them, but they're a different animal.
I think I've done that, put that down to begin with, and turned that tire to come on from that.
Yeah.
That still ain't bad. I ain't complaining a bit. So we get this down. It sure went out easy when it come in, but
yeah,
I'm good with it. I'm good. To get it back over there now, I don't. What I did learn, that tire right there, up here at the front, tire this way, it will hit that tractor tire.
Okay.
And I got to watch out for that. most of the time you shouldn't have a problem with it. Give me a little bit of time with it, and it'll be okay.
Oh yeah.
No problem.
That thing, when you're trying to turn left, it's kicking that butt over.
Well, what the problem is, it'll go. It wants to go that way when you especially articulating tractor. Once you get a certain amount that way, then it starts bringing itself back around. You got to figure about when it's time for that thing to. In other words, you compensate when you're steering early.
Yeah.
So that'll come on down when you want it to. But like I say, give me a little bit of practice with it, and it'll be fine. I was well pleased the way it handled that.
Oh yeah.
Really pleased. No complaints. Yeah.
It was neat to see it.
Huh?
I said it was neat to see it moving around finally.
Oh yeah, man. That's just 2 years. Over 2 years been sitting in that corner right there, and finally it moved out of the shop. Let's come on up a little more with it. Come on down. Now, you ever run through? Well, got it back in the shop. Had to take the gauge wheel off and get the pressure off the back cast wheel and flip it around and make it come in. But I just as close to 100% pleased as you could be. It handled great. Y'all see the video. It just handled so great out there in the yard, and I didn't even know as far as turning. You couldn't even feel it up there in the tractor. It just
yeah.
I looked back there and it just handling really good. I'm just gonna have to get some more time in the saddle with this thing because this is all brand new to me too. But I'll get it figured out and what to do, what not to do, and the plow. I'll learn to plow, and the plow will learn me. So we'll.
Yeah, I mean it looked good back there behind it, and as it was maneuvering around, and I didn't see anything bending, bowing, or.
No, I think we got that part. I just need to get in the feel and.
Even the tires up here we were talking about were.
They did all right too, didn't they?
Yeah, they did fine.
I'm looking forward to seeing the video. That helped me learn stuff too about what's going on.
I wouldn't let them get a pound low, but.
I got 40 in them, and according to the sidewall on it, you can go up to like 45 pounds on them.
Yeah.
But I put 40 in them. I think that's enough.
Oh yeah.
Of course, it depends on the speed you pull them too.
Yeah.
40 pounds ought to be fine. But I'm well pleased with it. It handles great. It really does. The only thing I've noticed when I was coming in the shop, when this wheel here is forward, the castering forward, and you're backing up with it, and if you're crunching that coming back to the right, turn the tractor to the left, and it's coming this way,
yeah, they
will touch.
Yeah.
But as long as you're aware of little things like that, and the odds of you getting in a situation like that very often are very small. Anytime you take stuff like this, you just gotta understand it and just be aware of it and deal with it. A lot of stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of different components having to work together here.
To be real facetious about it, about like taking your tractor and coming to a cliff. You just don't drive it off the cliff. You know you're not to drive it off the cliff.
Yeah.
You know, and certain things you know to do with these, and certain things you know not to do with them. But I just couldn't be more pleased right now. All this seemed to work good.
Yeah.
Didn't I mean, in the yard, it's oscillated, I believe.
Yeah. Real
good. I figured I'm going to have to do some.
Yeah, I've got the camera back. I had the camera back here. We'll see how that. Hopefully, you can see that. And
I think it's correct. And go ahead and put that, make it oscillate. Just makes it easier on everything because it would put a heck of a twist on the tractor hitch. You put a twist on the plow and everything. Well, that's all I know to say. That's it.
Yes, sir. And
I'm well pleased.
We'll next video we'll be out here hopefully.
Next video is you're gonna see it turning dirt.
When they get the beans cut off. So.
Beans off it. Well, it won't be painted or anything. It'll look just like it is right now.
Yeah.
Because I want to do my field testing first to make sure.
It'll be the field.
Bugs I got in. I want to get it out, and then she'll be painted.
Be in the field trials.
Field trials.
Yeah.
Right. We might even plow a camera under the ground. I don't know. We've done that before too.
We're gonna have to get together and fly our buddy out here. What's his name?
Tim.
Tim. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim. Yeah, well, Tim from Minnesota. We'll fly him out here one day.
Maybe we can text him in the middle of the night, huh?
We can do that. This is The hat I got on right now, he gave it to me.
Yeah.
He shipped it to me.
Yeah, we bought some. The chapter bought some of those, and they have sold excellent. We've really enjoyed them.
And this gauge wheel right here in the middle, I want to correct something. When I was telling you where I got this stuff from in the last video,
Yeah.
Tim, my friend in Minnesota, he corrected me. He caught it. I didn't even catch it. This came from not Walgreens, not the drugstore. It come from Greenwald, Minnesota.
Greenwald.
From Tom's in Greenwald, Minnesota.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to correct that and get that straight.
Well, it's impressive. We're impressed, and I hope everybody likes it. And we'll, like I say, the next video we'll see this thing rolling some dirt.
Rolling some dirt. Yep, that's what we're gonna do. Until we get the beans out. And
yeah.
Not be. I keep saying it ain't gonna be much longer, but
he's got to be one of the last ones around here, I think.
Well, it's about 20 acres here. All I know, when he gets here, he's picking about 35 foot wide.
Yeah.
And he'll mop that up pretty dang quick.
Yeah. Well, we'll catch you later.
Keep in the road, everybody.